I visited the theaters, something joined us, and it wasn't human. Every weekend, I would join my group of friends and go to the theaters. There was Sean, Samantha, and Josiah. We just call him Joey. The theater we were visiting was premiering a movie that had just came out. My friends must have been so anxious about the tickets running out, so they bought them in advance. On Saturday night, my girlfriend and I picked them up and we made our way to the theater. Everyone seemed excited. We didn't know anything about the movie we were just going to watch, but I kept quiet, wanting to keep the mood light. We arrived at the theater about 15 minutes later, parking the SUV in an enclosed area. My friends bought their snacks while I made my way to our theater to grab our spots. The theater was old. The ceiling in front of me had ceiling tiles missing, exposing the flesh of the ventilation systems and wires, some of the fluorescent lights, having their ballasts at full buzz. I glanced at the tickets and took my spot, holding my arms out, taking the advantage of free space while I still had it. They arrived minutes later, taking their spots around me. The lights dimmed, but the projector didn't even start up. It just projected a bright white fuzz, then turned off. Assuming it was a technical issue, I pulled out my phone and began watching some videos on YouTube to pass the time. Joey leaned over my shoulder and watched the video with me, and the others joined in too. After watching about 2 more videos, we heard rapid thuds coming from the hallway that connected the theaters. I forgot about it, as the movie had started. The film went through its conventional review of advertisements and theater etiquette. The rapid thudding came again. I felt it through my seat. I knew I wasn't crazy because everyone went quiet. They had noticed it too. Samantha was concerned if it was children, at least we would have heard the laughter. I got out of my seat to look out into the hallway. I noticed the small LED lights that used to light up the side of the halls leading to the exit of the theater were off. Upon opening the theater doors, the halls were dark, the concession stands were empty. The sense of dread filled my stomach. I didn't feel safe standing in that hallway anymore, so ran back into the theater, blocking the access doors with a large trash can. The theater was filled with concerned whispers. No one was sure what was happening. I joined my friends back at our seats, and we sat down, once again, going on my phone, to at least make the situation a little less unnerving. A raspy scream erupted in the theater, making me drop my phone in fear. No one moved. We all just quickly scanned our surroundings, trying to see who the hell did that. But they all looked as shocked as I was. Then, a silhouette of an oval-headed humanoid covered the lower border of the screen. Everyone started screaming. It proceeded to posture itself on all fours, climbing over the seats, shredding apart everyone and anything in its path. I don't know if Joey had ran, but I didn't see him anywhere. I grabbed my girlfriend and pulled her into the theater seats, covering her mouth in a desperate attempt to keep her quiet. Samantha was shaking horribly, eyes wide. Blood started to paint the ceiling as the crowd got quieter and the screams got increasingly agonizing. I heard the slam of the access doors being kicked open, but the thing followed them, eventually making them quiet. Samantha gave a regretful stare in my direction. She deliberately started screaming. I make a quick attempt to stop her, but there was no going back. I grabbed my girlfriend by the wrist and booked it down the row of seats and into the right hall for the doors, her screams turning to blood-curdling gasps. I didn't need to see what happened. I knew Samantha was gone. We made it into the hallway, and I saw Joey laying on the floor, motionless. I was mixed with emotions. I felt betrayed, sad, and shocked. Why would Joey just leave us like that? He was really gone. I pulled my girlfriend over the concession stand in the main lobby, hiding us both. I saw a man trying to desperately escape through the doors in the front lobby. The creature bolted down the hallway, grabbing him by his shoulders. It tore his jaw off, pulling the elastic and stringy muscles with it, arteries spraying blood in every possible direction. It dropped him to the ground, leaving the blood to come out in his half-open throat. He drowned in his own blood. Hearing his merciful coughs of blood was the most haunting thing I've ever heard in my life. The police arrived, and the creature went missing, being scared away by the loud pops of gunfire, shattering the glass. The police rescued us after. I never got a good look at this creature, but my girlfriend did. The look on her face shows that it's not something that I want to see, ever.